Hello everybody and welcome back to MyGM mode. We are back on top now. Let's get started. Hey, my contract at Raw is up at the end of the week. Okay, how much do you want? I've probably done a good job for you, but it's time to move on. This will be my final week here. Oh, okay, goodbye. Molly Holly, hey, my contract at Raw is up at the end of the week. I'll be interested in staying. The cost would be 100. I don't think so. I have 169 now. I'm sorry. Oh, actually, I already have an authorization to extend your contract. Have I? First I'd heard of it. Guess we'll be talking again soon. Yeah, okay. Okay. I have to say you really crushed it with the last show. Game recognised game. Thank you, Stephanie. Thanks. I have to give credit to the superstars. Are they doing the heavy lifting? Sure, but it wouldn't be nearly as good without you. I've got some work to do. We both have. I'm not happy losing my strap last week, and as a former champion I'm enacting my rematch clause. I want a championship rematch against Ripley. Nobody else better get a shot at the women's title before me. Oh, okay. Okay. Good, don't keep me waiting too long. Something I've been wanting to say for a while, boss. I'm getting a little tired of being the bad girl all the time. I want to hear the crowd cheering for me, not booing me in every show, and I know I'd do a better job in that role. How about it? Okay. Okay, we'll make it switch. We'll switch her and Oscar. We'll try it that way. Oh, have the Unhappy Suicide match slightly increases match quality. That's seasonal. 5 shows remaining, quite the bargain. All promos cost 75% less. Oh. Over time, especially superstars lose more stamina from matches, but increase the popularity of all stoppers in the match they are in by 5. That's really good. So I've got quite a few specialists. Oh yeah. So I'm going to make the matches better. Have at least one tables match this week. Okay, main event. Bruiser versus a specialist. He's injured. Bruiser versus... So we could go Umaga versus Undertaker for the championship tables match. Main event. Be a pretty good tables match. Now I want the... No, I want single tables. Umaga versus Undertaker title match on. I think that'd be a really good match. Yeah, my first match. Role change, Ripley. Role change, Oscar, heel, face. And then next week they can fight for the title. And then call out. And we giant calling out a cruiser. We need somebody else. We could have 2 bruisers versus... No, we need specialists. 2 specialists versus... 2 bruisers. Specialist. Ludwig and I could... You know what? Could have a single match. Who's going to call out? Priest. Solo's calling out... No, you're calling out Priest. Oh, no, we can't. No, Kaiser. Yeah, them 2 are going to be having a feud, aren't they? First match. Tag team. And now I need to get another... Okay, we've got 2 cruisers, so I need 2 specialists to challenge them. Yes, Robert Roode. Yes. Yeah, Robert Roode's the guy we're signing this week. Okay. Okay, so women's tag team match. That's still going. Ah, he's injured, that's why, so we can't do that. I need a new tag team then, so 1-on-1. No, we'll have tag team, but not the women's division. It'll have to be the men's. The champions are going to take on... No, the Giants aren't going to do that. We're going to have you and Robert Roode now. Normal match to begin with. And then it'll go into a brutal match. Single match. You versus you. Interference, running. Stone Cold on him. Yeah, title on the line. Oh, I'm gone. Oh, no, title on the line. No title. Just a 1-on-1. Running. Okay, yeah, and then this got to be a women's match, hasn't it? Specialist, Cruiser versus Giant, Specialist. You know what? I'm gonna have to bring in one more person. August the Great now. I need a specialist. So I need... They're really only 4. So we got a Cruiser and a Giant and a Specialist. Cruiser and a Specialist. We've got a Tamina's a Giant on her own, so we could have her and anyone really, Specialist or Fighter. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna have to be it. Okay, that'll do. Power cards. Free crew booking. Yes. Okay, that'll do. Free crew booking. Okay, that's free. Call out roll change, and a normal a normal tag team match between you and your partner. But we're going to have Tamina now teaming with you. Okay. That is the show for us. Let's hope it's a good one anyway. So we're starting off with a tag team match. We're going to spectate the first match and the main event. So let's get to it.
Well, here is a man who has captured the hearts of the WWE Universe, Sami Zayn.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn is a man who's always had the promise, the potential, but he delivered on that promise and that potential when he took Roman Reigns to his absolute limit in a main event battle.
Yeah, and now the entire world knows what Sami's always believed, that Sami Zayn is a main event talent who can reach the top of WWE. The WWE fans about to see Sami Zayn doing what he does best.
And his partner from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Cedric Alexander.
Look, Cedric Alexander's had a lot of ups and downs in his career, but I admire the heck out of him for committing to a new career direction.
Now, Alexander's held the Cruiserweight title, tag team titles, but tonight, Cedric looks for even more success.
Cedric Alexander, former Cruiserweight champion, former Raw Tag Team champion. And listen, he's got a bright future.
The Czar of WWE, Ilya Dragunov. And from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilya Dragunov.
You are looking at one of the hardest-hitting competitors in NXT history. A man who's ready to unleash fury on the entire WWE roster.
Often called the Czar of NXT.
Right now, Ilya Dragunov looking to expand his power to all of WWE.
Truly glorious arrival. A multiple-time champion around the world. There is no one else as glorious.
I can think of some people.
And representing Dirty Dogs from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, the glorious Robert Roode.
You can never underestimate Robert Roode's in-ring abilities.
Because if you make that mistake, you are in for a rude awakening. See what I did there?
I get it. Robert Roode has tasted success both as a tag team competitor and in singles action.
And you know, Byron, he's proved he's dangerous in any situation, any night of the week.
Yeah, like it or not, Michael, Robert Roode has made a career out of making the most out of his opportunities.
Roode is a serious threat to any superstar, and Robert Roode is always ready to get his hands dirty.
Tag team match underway, bragging rights in the division on the line.
Highly competitive tag team division in WWE. Winning this match will go a long way in separating yourselves from the pack.
He deflects it right back.
Suplex.
He's tagging out. Crossbody. Lands the crossbody.
This is going to be stiff.
Backdrop suplex.
Oh, that was just malicious.
Just disrespectful.
Into the corner he goes, a perfectly placed target. Ouch! That's one way to get your opponent out of the corner. I don't know if this is a good idea. This is going to take more strength than he has left. Lift up. Oh! Quick thinking pays off. A striking blow. Tag, switching it up. DDT plants them. Hooked and driven down hard with a Uranagi.
Holy moly, what a lariat by Dragunov.
Uh-oh. There's the backbreaker. Right across the chest. Carefully placed stomp to the arm. Ah, jeez. Clean tag for his partner.
Looking wobbly in the corner.
Dismantling the arm in the corner. Gotta hurt. That holds back Cedric's attack. Knife edge chop echoing through the arena. And rude reverses. Every maneuver being returned with counter fire. Going counter for counter. Now can it be capitalized on? Into a neck breaker. Nicely done. He can end it here. He's got him. And he makes the save for his team. Rolling neck snap. Brutal. To the back of the neck. Scottish sickle. From the top. Elbow drop. Will this be enough? And still in this. And you gotta think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
There was some power behind that punch.
Just a ruthless streak for the world to see. And no two ways about it, that move was just dirty. Comes in off the tag. He's got it.
Oh, ho, ho. Let's get it on.
And there was some force on that move. Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
He is just reeling from that offense. This is what the purpose of a tag team is. Don't be afraid to use the resources and help your partner offers. Am I being diplomatic enough, Cole? He's one step ahead there. He gets sent down to the floor.
Dragunov trying to hype himself up, trying to garner momentum. The sound of this crowd is deafening, and he's asking for more.
Tag made. Whips across the ring. Flying shoulder block. My goodness. Yes, tag. He's been outsmarted here. Tanaka driver. Is it enough? The cover.
These one counts are going to get harder and harder to kick out of.
Oh, my God. Oh, a backbreaker. Right to the spine. Full Nelson applied. Oh, a face buster. For the win. 2. Kicks out. He still has life. Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
He was elusive there.
And a rolling neck snap. This DDT. Glorious DDT. Rude stamping an end to this. Two. Only two? And just like that, the sun has yet to set on the age of Alexander.
Yeah, but with how close of a call that was, how much more does Cedric have in him?
This was the moment to capitalize on. That should have been the end. Cedric looking to end this. Picked up and driven down into a brainbuster. Tag.
What's going to happen here?
Great tandem offense. Now he's been put on the defensive.
Oh, my gosh!
Man. Oh, what a chop.
That'll light you up. Isolating the leg.
Leg breaker. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Vicious right forearm.
Saw that one coming. Took advantage.
Super kick finds the mark. Reaches his partner for the tag.
Alexander lifts him up at the Fisherman Buster.
And that can keep Dragunov down.
Forced out of the ring. And he saw that coming from Cedric. Counters on counters. Technical prowess on display. And the high splash. Look at this. Snap suplex. Oh, look at it. Torture their opponent. Oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, man. Sleeper hold cinched in deep.
Fading. Fading.
I'm not quite sure this man shouldn't tap out. This is about career longevity, self-preservation. Tap out
And breaks out of the sleeper.
Oh, what a hip toss.
Oh, that was nice. Ooh, stiff punch.
And targeting the leg there. And Cedric showing he still has fight left in him.
Cedric might be thinking of putting his efforts towards ending things soon. Able to avoid there.
Oh, here we go. Buster. Drop kicked all the way to the floor. Tagged into action. Smooth transition. I have no idea how he hasn't tapped out yet. Boot to the face will free him.
Dragunov is out of the way.
Hooked in. Uranagi!
Oh, what a chop.
Tag made, fresh man in. Oh, that was just malicious.
Just disrespectful.
Snapmare. Oh, and a rolling neck snap. And he wants nothing to do with any of that. In off the tag. Oh, and a knee. And another.
One after the other. He's able to fend off the attack.
Reversals, reversals, and more reversals. Turning into the stomach to reverse that maneuver. Both superstars showing great awareness of their opponent's repertoire. Exclamation delivered by Dragunov. That's gotta be it. Nothing Cedric can do now. Looking for the victory. 2. Gripping the jaw. My goodness, that's insulting. Textbook head scissor takeover. Very nicely done. Oh, the physicality on display. Alexander lifts him up. Elbow Fisher and Buster. Cedric with a game ender. Clothesline. Sami Zayn tags in. And tag. He's in now. Finally. Here we go. Your favorite call. Cover. 2. And a kick out at 2. What do you have to do to put this guy away? Ducking out of trouble. Got him set up. Sami Zayn, and that could keep Rude down. The cover. Maybe not. He's got the answer for that one. Oh, just floating through the air. Tag made here. Team maneuver. Ooh. Oh, my Lord, over the top with an elbow. Able to get there in time. Moonsault by Alexander. Wait, how can that be fair? Come on, ref, keep these guys in check. Kick to the gut creates separation. Tagging his partner in now. Boom! And as this match goes on, Rude is looking worse for wear. Rude might be dangerously close to being put away. Rude able to evade. Arms trapped. Endless knee strikes. Treating the torso to yet another attack. Thunderous Club comes down. Very effective. No. Shot to the chest. Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. Nice suplex. Vertical suplex. Rude gets fended off right across the face. Oh! Driving down the
the axe handle.
Face first with a waistlock takedown. We all know what Cedric's lining up for. Alexander lifts him up into the Fisherman Buster.
Each one keeps getting more devastating.
Prying their opponent's arm up. Carefully measured double stomp. Armbar.
Punishing stretch. Uh-oh, back elbow blows that one up.
What a neck breaker. And a tag there. Big impact. Oh, gripping the jaw.
Oh, my goodness. That's insulting. Big back body drop. You see the height on that?
Countered into a jawbreaker.
I think we're going to see it. Bloody cross.
Here he goes for the win. Oh, that was close.
This match continues. Really just laying it in.
Grabs the leg.
Look at this. She just tossed the leg.
Sami Zayn tags in.
Just mounted with punches. And a stop to the gut, too.
Rude gets him back.
And look at Dragunov's bloody face now. Axe handle. Talk about devastation. Cuts off their offense with a swift elbow to the gut. Off the ropes. Oh, look at this agility.
Tags him in. Rake right across the back.
From behind. Suplex.
Tagged in. Oh, a tremendous amount of strength on display here.
Up and down with the gutbuster.
He had it scouted. Had that one scouted. Elbow smash. Whatever you can do, I can do better. Counters on top of counters. He's focused on breaking down his opponent's core right now, taking away the center of all movement. Rude gets fended off. And off the tag of Sami Zayn. And a flying forearm smash.
And he rolls out to create some separation.
He should have created separation by never coming out here. Hurricane Rana. Unbelievable athleticism. Into the cover. He keeps his team in the match. Ooh, that might have just broken something.
Can't quite.
And big concern here. Sami is bleeding profusely, guys.
Dragunov might just have it.
No way. No way.
I cannot believe that Sami Zayn wants to prolong this fight any further.
his head. He needs to keep going. Needs to keep fighting.
Slingshot clothesline. Side headlock applied.
Dragunov is just oozing charisma right now.
Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in.
He's got it locked in. It's locked in.
Now would be a wise time to submit.
A single leg camel clutch and a great counter.
Arm trapped.
Endless knee strikes.
Sami Zayn retaliates. He gets tagged in.
Rolling neck snap. Elbow drop. Piercing.
He has him right where he wants him.
Misses the mark.
Axe handle finds the mark.
Alexander lifts him up into the Fisherman Buster.
What an exclamation mark right there. Missed you. I wanted to knee you in the face again. There's a tag.
And he's able to counter. Pot right in the stomach creates the separation.
Jeez, that could take you out.
He's in off the tag.
Prying their opponent's arm up.
Double stop right to the arm.
Oh, disabling the leg with that. Nice hip toss takedown. Great athleticism and a drop kick to finish.
Looking to work.
And Sami ended it there.
Shoulders down.
Kick out. I don't believe it.
Man, oh man, what resilience. He's got to be running on instinct alone.
And Zayn is losing his mind right now. I'm sure he's already working on a conspiracy theory about this.
Amazingly executed once more.
Oh, what a save. That should have been 3.
Precarious position for both superstars. Oh, gosh.
Suplex.
Spine crushing.
Now all that attention that was placed on attacking the torso seems to have paid off here.
That systematic breakdown could become the deciding factor.
The very punchable Sami Zayn trying to goad his opponent a little bit here. Heel hook. Look at this. Oh, that's so painful.
Hard to watch, too.
Impressive sequence from Sami Zayn.
Rude needs to find a spark.
Scouted it and fired back with a punch straight to the face. He's testing fate here, in danger of a countout.
Holy, meet the barricade. There's not much room out there. D. And now thrown back into the ring. We've got the pump angle. Uh-oh! The counter. Raise the roof. He's got the victory.
Here are your winners, Sami Zayn and Cedric Alexander.
And Sami Zayn helps lead the team to victory. Put that match in a museum or a textbook so future teams can study to learn this craft.
Disappointing. Wow. Thought it was a brutal match. Okay, not as good as we wanted it to be. Maybe we should have put the titles on the line. That's not good. That isn't good. That isn't good at all. We need our main event to be absolutely brilliant. Another disappointing one. Okay, their rivalry grows to 3. Let's spectate this. Hopefully it's a good match.
Well, this is an extraordinary sight. Goosebump-inducing. The awe-inspiring entrance of The Undertaker.
Darkness has completely engulfed this entire building.
Admit it, Byron, you're scared.
A little bit.
We are seeing a legend in the flesh.
The following contest is a tables match and is for the WWE Championship. Introducing the challenger from Death Valley, weighing in at 309 pounds, The Undertaker.
Sinners beware, your time has come. Enter the Reaper.
You could say daring to confront the Phenom is like digging your own grave.
The Undertaker will drag you through the depths of despair. When you see The Undertaker, you're witnessing one of the most amazing spectacles in sports entertainment history.
Without question, Michael, a merciless force of destruction. When The Undertaker is around, no one is safe.
Defined dominance at WrestleMania year after year. One tombstone after the next. Fallen legends, fallen champions. The quest for everlasting life in WWE goes through the dead man, if you dare.
Think of the incredible resume of The Undertaker. Won the Royal Rumble, conquered Hell in a Cell, and won 21 consecutive WrestleMania matches.
Arguably the most incredible competitor in WWE history, and the decades of destruction continue. The wrath of the Reaper annihilates your body and your soul.
Impossible to prepare for, unfeasible to predict.
Every step the Phenom takes, you're one step closer to your demise.
It is a grave mistake to assume that you will survive.
.6'4", 350 pounds of
And
rage.
introducing the champion from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 350 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, the Samoan Bulldozer, Umaga!
Umaga can be translated to mean either the beginning or end.
Well, that's because when you face Umaga, it is the beginning of the end.
He may be moments away from resting in peace. For over 50 years, the WWE Championship has stood as the premier championship in professional wrestling, and tonight we may see a new chapter in its storied history.
Both champion and challenger are motivated by the biggest prize of them all. The man who lays claim to that title can call himself the very best competitor in this industry.
Vicious, downright savage club right there. Pulls in a corner in. Belly top belly.
To the outside.
This could get wild.
Boom, connected.
And he has free reign to the outside with no countouts to worry about.
He's got him scouted.
Quick exchange, reverse him to reversal.
Into the chop block, a debilitating counter there. Tough position to be caught in here.
Desperate right hands connecting.
Return fire from the Undertaker.
Yikes, that don't even wake you up or knock you out. Sit straight into the barricade.
Right to the back. Ooh, body shot. Planning on what to do next. Finding out. Goes under the ropes to get back inside. He's taking this to the floor now.
Oh, man.
Getting carried. Unsure what they're thinking.
Slides down the backside. Boom! Attacking the knee.
And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch. Driven down.
Gets put into the barricade.
Tossed back into the ring. Out of the ring. What's his plan here? Mistake by Umaga.
Oh, man.
And what's he looking for here?
He'll take things into the ring.
The purpose of this match is to soften up your opponent before you inevitably put them through the table. And that's exactly what we're seeing here, Cole.
Ooh, avoided the attack with a nasty chop block. Ooh. Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm.
Oh, no, he's in the line of danger now.
Oh, this will turn your lights out in a hurry.
Got it! New champion!
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, The Undertaker. A victory worthy of a new champion.
We really are looking at a new era, Cole. Soak it in.
New champion. Let's hope that wasn't disappointing to the game. Amazing, okay. At least we got one amazing. That's something, I suppose. And that makes them have a rivalry. Fantastic. Right, let's go with Smackdown. See what they can do. Okay, they started off really well. Yeah, they're gonna do better than me. Oh, mediocre. As long as their main event is better than their second match. Or their third match. Yeah, classic. Smackdown have done really good. They could catch us on this. Here we go with NXT. What they doing? An Iron Man match. A draw. Great. Ah, this is it. We're gonna lose it. Oh no. They're getting good ratings here. Oh no. Hang on, so why is that the main event? Why is this their main event? Wow, that was a good show. Poor opening. Yeah, we didn't do very well. Amazing booking and good booking. Yeah, we didn't do too good there. Right. What have they said about it? That rivalry with Carolina Reaper and Lula was going somewhere. What happened to that? I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I could bring it back. My Oscar is a bad guy now. Didn't expect that. Yeah, they're gonna fight. Sucks. I missed Damian Priest versus Solo on Raw. The opening match was so bad I had to change the channel. Oh god. Some people didn't like that match. Okay. I didn't mind it. I thought it was quite a brutal match. We are gonna lose. We're not gonna stay first in this one, I don't think. 1-6-32. Okay, so we're still ahead of SmackDown. It's NXT. They're gonna beat us, I think. Successfully accomplished the commissioner's goal, coast to coast. Jim and Phoenix booked this show, providing additional +2 show bonus. Okay, that's cool. Slightly. NXT have taken the lead again. SmackDown are catching again. They've got a lot of budget. Maybe they can use that on the pay-per-view. I know I'm going to build towards the pay-per-view now as well. It's the best way to beat NXT. Anyway guys, thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.